Mechanics for a patient with a left shoulder injury. So I'm going to start off in a prone position, which is specific to your orientation in space with swimming, and we'll go through moving on a fixed axis. So first you want to see if your patient can get their arm ahead of their face. If they can't get in this position, then you would kind of work around it, figure out ways around it, and work on getting the shoulder flexible enough to get there. Once they achieve that flexibility, you would start with 3 plane drivers with this arm. So the first one would be transverse plane. That's most specific to swimming. You're going to take, or to freestyle swimming, you're going to take your right hand and rotate it across your body back and try to touch the ground and come back down. Now, what's happening is your torso is rotating to the right, your pelvis is coming up a little bit, lagging behind, which is relative right rotation. Torso is rotating right, pelvis is lagging behind. As your trunk gets loose and you get more flexible, then maybe this foot won't come off of the ground. So your goal would be to get it up there, keep the foot down, touch the ground, and then come back. And then maybe eventually you'd be able to keep that knee down. I can't do that now, but that could be a goal. The next driver you would do would be a frontal plane drive. So with this arm, you would take it up and try to get some lateral flexion going over to the left side. So it's down here, lateral flexion right, lateral flexion left of the trunk. So as you see, when you get all the way up here, since your trunk is side bending to the left, but your hand is staying fixed, it requires a ton of flexibility through the posterior aspect of that left shoulder. Last one would be a sagittal plane driver. You're just reaching the hand out in front. So to make it into the transformational zone, you might just reach that left hand out as far as you can get it, just as you're reaching to grab the water, and then do the same thing with the other hand just to keep it even. You would go through all the other drivers, same thing with the other hand. Next progression would be for strengthening. So now, since buoyancy pushes your body up, gravity pushes your body down, to get that same reaction you would lay on your back. So for working for the freestyle, when you're on dry land, you're working on strengthening, you would do it supine. So we'll first go through, get in the transformational zone. In swimming and freestyle, it's either here or here. So let's say we're getting in the more difficult one for the left shoulder patient. That left hand is going to be up and over the head. This would be the capturing hand. This would be the pushing through hand. So it's capture, pull through with that left hand, and then bring this one around. Now this right hand's coming out of the water, back in, capturing through, left hand is out of the water, capture with the left, coming through, right hand's out, right hand captures back through. Then you want to add some resistance. Take some light dumbbells, go through the same thing. So you can go through up and over, and then as you reach, you can see torso's turning right, pelvis lagging behind slightly, the left hip may come off the ground a little bit, capture, come down, come down. Now you can tweak it in each plane specifically. So if you want to just go sagittal plane, it would be this type of a drive. If you just want to go frontal plane, it would be this type of a drive. And if you were just going to go transverse plane, you would keep one hand up, and then again, come across here, and then over. If you want to see it this way, across and over. Now to make it even more swimming specific, so that your hands and feet can get below the plane of your body, you could lay across 2 bar stools. This is pretty high level. You would make sure you're spotting your patient with this. You can also do it on a physio ball. So lay back, try to keep your feet relatively even with your body. Your feet may drop a little bit below your hips as they would in the water, and then you can take your feet through this kind of kick while going through the swimming stroke. Then again, if you want to go sagittal plane, you can just reach the hand up and over this way, frontal plane here, transverse, keep the one hand up, back and down, over and across.